So, our story continues when we last left off. The realizations of everything that had been happening with Umbrellistria in relation to getting Rix back into his body, the weird source of the voices in Bretta and Elrod's heads, and the overarching goal of a greater being here came to a resounding conclusion, sort of. It was discovered that within the bell tower, the Umbral Witch, Hexlana Trike, offered to Bretta power, a source of power, in exchange for the return and the newfound freedom of her entrapped, thanks to the deck of many things, friend Rix. It took some convincing, well, more like some guilt tripping, but eventually Bretta agreed and was granted her newfound power. So our rogue now has rogue powers of a sort that she's unsure of, and the rest of the party decided to GTFO out of the tower, returning back to the inn in the tavern that they were staying in. It was here that they were later approached by authorities within the city in regards to a murder discovered within the confines of the carnival. In one of the spare tents, the body of Lady, you think I'd know the names by now of my own people, Lady Vendrenson, was discovered, dressed up as a clown with a slit through her neck. Night-night. Bye-bye. She's a burrito. Sorry. It was later discovered after some interrogation and some suspicions from the authorities, and after confessions from Bretta to at least Elrod, that the cause of said murder was in fact Bretta. Put into a position through her agreement with the Umbral Witch for the return of Rix's soul. We pick up after that, Vrib having run off for a little bit and finally returning, and I believe clinging to somebody upon his return. I think it's Dorn. I believe Dorn has the kobold attached to his leg right now.
Oh yeah, he's on there good.
Yeah.
Even a crowbar won't get him off.
And we pick up from here with plans to either flee or see what else you guys can do within the city. You were invited to the Gala for the Festival of the Moon by Lady Trike as the declared winners of the special carnival game within the Cave of Secrets, purely by her agreement with Bretta. But it is up to the party if they wish to continue and go, or if they wish to flee. So I turn it over to y'all. Here in the early morning hours of y'all's second official day within the city. Like, still nighttime, morning hours.
Right.
Is Rix awake?
Rix has slowly been coming to.
He's taking his time. He's falling like in and out of like sleep and somewhat wakefulness. But he's started to sit up in the corner.
Cool. With the 50-pound weight attached to one of his legs, Dorn is going to waddle towards Rix, and he's gonna kind of kneel down and kind of slap him on the cheek. Wake up! Up!
Rix is gonna hold his hand to the cheek. That I felt that I can feel again.
Yeah, you can. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I haven't. It's been so long. But who are? Oh right, you're Dorn, right? Yeah. Oh man. Where are we? Where am I?
My own personal hell.
Oof.
Is that? Well, I've only escaped mine. How? How did I get here?
We found your soul. It was embedded in some sort of gem. It was a gem, right?
Yes.
I was inside. I only saw darkness. There was nothing. For so
And
long.
I'm glad to be the shining light to bring you into reality. But anyway, we need to go.
Oh my god.
We've what? Why? What's what? Rex is just like looking around confused. And where's Denok? Where?
He's gonna. Dorn will pop straight up and kind of look in a noble manner. Evil is afoot, young Rix. We have to venture forth to the north.
Oh my god!
Oof.
But
You said
seriously,
it's-
bad things are going on. We need to just, go. We got certain people who will remain nameless have done horrible acts in order to bring you back, and their sins won't fall on you. So, we just need to bolt and, just go. And he's motioning towards the door,
Ooh.
very
Uh-oh.
physically.
Oh, okay. So Rex starts to stand up, wobbles a few steps, like gets to the door. Then I think Denok is in a different room, right?
Yes, Tanak's in a different room.
Walk back to Dorn. Where is he?
The last I saw him, he was downstairs with Firebeard, and Firebeard was introducing him to the wonderful world of.
Oh,
The cat's
Rex is going to understand none of that. But he understood downstairs, so he's gonna waddle down the stairs and just like have his hands in front of his face, or like, trying to cover up some
go
of the
ahead
light.
and roll acrobatics for me.
Oh god.
These legs haven't been used in a while.
Oh my god.
Did we all have our own rooms? I forget.
There was 3 to a room.
Oh my goodness.
You kind
Well,
of
that
stumble.
makes sense.
You kind of stumble
Oh
through the
my
door.
God.
Mind you, you guys are in the
Oh
room.
no.
You guys are in the room right next to the stairs. Kind of stumble out. You feel your way out, still getting used to walking again, and promptly take one step to the right and go tumbling down the stairs.
I'll be right back.
Elrod just jolts out of bed. What was that?
Well, I'll do this before I go.
You take 5 damage.
Oh my god! Landed on his face.
Welcome back.
Mr. likes to sleep in, just jolts awake at the noise and leaps out of bed in his pajamas.
When did he go to bed? You guys were all still up when we ended last.
You said it was the morning.
No, I said.
Oh yeah, we've been up all night.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
been up all night. You guys were all in the same room
slumber
at the end
party.
of last session. Except for the cat who's over in the room Britta was staying in.
It's been 2 weeks. Fuck.
If only there were online recordings of things to catch up on. Or, these wonderful things called notepads.
Only I had for time.
I wasn't here at the end of last week.
What's no
Or the last week. Or...
Okay. Elrod slept through the entire thing of Rick's waking up because he was keeping watch. Heard the stairs, and then stood up in his normal clothes, but not his armor because at 4th edition I need to specify that. And ran out the door. There, it's a lot less fun when I have to describe it that way.
I mean, you have to take. Hold on one second. The sound audio just crashed. What the F?
Okay.
There it goes. Why? I just want to adjust the volume, you stupid thing. Okay, I'm just not gonna mess with it. We'll just leave it alone. It's working. You're good.
We're just gonna groan. Oh, it hurts. It feels so good. So good to live again. I like living. He's just gonna like
That's good, but
push
that's kind
himself
of
up
messed up,
with his
Rix.
arms.
Oh no,
He's
Rix.
gonna like look around, try to find the source of the voice.
Elroyd comes down the stairs to help you to your feet. You alright, buddy?
He sees Elrod and his eyes go wide. He's like, yeah, that's Elrod, right? Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, it's me. Good to see you're up and at 'em. But try to take it easy where gravity might give you a hard time.
Oh, he's my old friend. We're just making acquaintance again.
Breda's going down the stairs. Oh, Rix, be careful. Haven't used your legs in a long time.
What were you doing up anyway? Sorry, I fell asleep after my watch.
We need to go, I think.
Yes. Yeah, we do, don't we? Hands up, all the
Wait.
way.
Where's is Tanok here?
Good question. He's around somewhere. I know we took him with us.
I think he was upstairs, actually.
Oh.
Oh.
How about
Wait, Bretta. You held the cards. The card.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
so sorry for that.
Why? It was horrible. Why? You see like an expression of spite and there's like a hint of anger in his eyes. That you not that you haven't seen him before. You're not used to a scowl on his face.
Elrod lifted
I-
a finger to interject and then stopped himself.
I didn't know that will happen, and I'm really sorry for that. But you're back, at least.
Well, I don't know. Well, it is good to be back, but it was not good to be away. Where are we?
We're in the city of Berlishria. Oh, we won the war, by the way. I don't think you're awake for that part.
Nope, he wasn't.
I wasn't. I was. Actually, that was the reason I took the cards.
He was an orc back then.
Yeah, I think it was
Different
before,
kind of orc, yeah.
before orc time.
The war?
We won.
What war?
Yes. The reason we went to Emberwood Isle, you signed up to join the airship.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what started everything, isn't it?
He just gives you a funny smile. Yeah, yep.
You
But I'm happy
missed
Quite an adventure.
Oh, hiya, Bailiff. Sorry, give me.
Hi, Elrod. Hi, Rix. Good to see you back again.
Hello. It's good being here.
You feeling okay?
I think. I don't know. I feel like I'm been tossed around like a rag doll for some reason.
That's that's Koromon. That's probably Koromon's doing.
Yeah, we told him to be as nice as possible. Maybe he's just a wait sometime. Oof.
My connection died. Sorry.
His
Yes,
face
sir.
suddenly grows a bit green, and oh no, I got a vomit.
Oh, get
Yes,
this man a
sir.
bucket. Step back.
Okay.
He grabs the bucket and do I have to roll for this?
Yeah, roll Constitution, see if you can keep it down. Endurance.
The dinner we got you
Yeah, that
last
works.
night.
You're good on
Endurance.
this one. You kind of have nothing left in your stomach, anyways.
I was like, okay, so he sort of dry heaves.
Yeah, just a
Uh,
awful dry heave.
I was like, oh, I've nothing to vomit.
Well, you got plenty of chance to fill your stomach up with things you could vomit up later.
Although I would appreciate if you did not.
Did you guys get out of the stairs? I need to get to my room.
Sorry. He'll just kind of tiptoe out of the way of whoever the hell it is.
Just a burly old half-orc. Really wants to go to his room, and you guys just standing in like the little L part of the stairs where it turns that go down the second half.
Come on, let's head downstairs.
Rick sort of crawls out of the way.
Elrod will wait. So we're at the crook of the stairs, and all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, you're at the crook.
All right. Elrod will offer Rix his arm and try to help him down the stairs so he doesn't fall this time. Cause
Yeah.
don't need my boy going unconscious again.
He takes his arm and then he rubs it a little bit more than he should. He's like,
That's a surprisingly muscular arm you're rubbing.
what? No, he's
No, you're
like,
rubbing
oh,
Elrod's arm. It's stronger than you expected. You all set?
oh, so warm, so warm.
Okay.
I mean,
Hey, we're the
I can't imagine that being inside of a gemstone for however long is a particularly warm experience.
Oh, yes.
Comfortable works as well, but
Chilly.
yes, there we go.
Alright, let's find you a chair with a back.
What's everybody else up to right now? Brenna, what are you doing? Or Rib, whoever wishes to actually speak.
Oh, sorry. Microphones have been really weird. No, I was going downstairs too.
Okay. I saw Rib head downstairs as well, following everybody.
Yeah, he's just kind of following everyone with like this childish smile on his face.
Cool.
Alright, so you guys eventually all get downstairs. You find a sturdy seat for Rex to sit on. It's looking at one of the clocks on the wall. It's like 4 in the morning at this point. Most of you haven't slept. Rex has slept for a long time. And Elrod's slightly rested as well. The tavern's actually rather empty at this point. Most of the people are asleep and everything, of course. And it's a different tavern keep than who's normally been here. You see now a small gnomish woman, not fiery red, wild blonde hair. Gotta stop describing everybody as redheads.
Yep.
I don't know why. This campaign they're just all redheads.
It happens to me too. I just read it off as redheads are as common as blondes in the games I run.
This wild blonde hair that just sticks up in every which direction, and you can hear her dragging a bar stool around, not a bar stool, but a step stool around behind the bar to help the people. Very few patrons are sitting there, still drinking.
Rib's gonna run up to the counter and jump on a bar stool.
Okay. Rib runs over and scampers up one of the bar stools. And you hear this, and she drags the step stool over to where Rib is sitting, and then she kind of clambers up. Hello.
Eggs!
Eggs?
Yes!
The kitchen's closed until 6.
Rib just kind of gives her a puzzled look and jumps down with the chair and runs back to everyone else.
Sorry. Yes.
Can I get you anything to drink, Rex? You want some water or some wine? Anything? Don't throw it up, please.
I think water would be
Fella,
safest.
did you want a drink or anything?
Oh, she yelling over to us?
She's yelling at Rib.
Oh, okay.
I think water would be safest.
Alright.
And wait.
Rib holds up a 2 sign.
2.
You want 2 waters? Okay. Aelith, you want anything? Oh, did Aelith
Either...
BRB?
No, I'm here. As I say. Either something to help me sleep or something to keep me awake.
A wake-up shot. That's what my uncle used to make. Be right back.
I don't like the sound of this.
It does both! And he just starts walking away to the bar.
I really don't like the sound of that.
Hello!
Elrod looks down at this 3-foot or whatever woman. Ah, good evening, morning, whatever time it is. Can I get 2 glasses of water, a cup of wine for myself, and just a black coffee with a single shot of vodka?
I'm just gonna run up behind him.
Alright.
Jump on the bar stool again. Beer.
And him a beer. I'll pay for it.
Alright,
Ricks.
so 2 waters, a coffee and vodka, a beer, and what was the other one?
And just a cup of wine.
Cup of wine. Alright, I'll have that over to your table shortly, thank you.
Thank you very much. And he'll take out the silver pieces or whatever and just leave them on the counter. He doesn't bother waiting for change, he just heads back to the table.
Alright.
Riv's gonna continue to stare at her while she makes her drinks. Just
There,
kind of bounce around.
You kind of watch her glance over her shoulder on occasion, like growing rather uncomfortable as this purple-colored kobold just stares at her the entire time.
While that's happening, Rix scrunches his face and sort of twiddles his ears if he's trying to remember something. Can't. Sorry. Then all of a sudden he puts 2 fingers into his mouth and lets out a whistle that he remembered.
Dun, da, 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 whoosh.
Comes bounding down the stairs.
You all hear this bounding noise as Tanaka comes rushing down the stairs, followed by this massive weasel.
Rick is not going to notice the weasel at first. He's completely
leaps
focused
up
on Tanaka.
into your arms, just starts licking your face over and over, and the weasel comes. You hear the as it tries to like turn really quick on the corner of the stairs, and it keeps going scampering down, and then like comes sliding to a halt, running into a few chairs and a table as it looks around trying to find Rib.
This is
As Rib is tormenting the gnome.
Is Empress Fluffy still a giant dire weasel?
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the first time we've seen a huge smile on Rix's face since he's woken up. He's getting licked by Tanok and sort of stuffs his face into his furs and starts water welling up in his eyes. He's like, "Oh my boy, oh hello."
Elrod jumped
I
behind
missed
you
it.
when the cat was coming down to brace it, so he didn't knock you out of it.
So eventually, Rib, you have your beer put in front of you with the gnome still giving you these really wary, confused eyes. And she brings the rest of the drinks over to the table and then turns us, "That creature's too big to be in here!" And she points to Empress Fluffy.
Rib looks at himself and points at himself.
No.
Utterly confused.
Not you! Her! That thing! Too big!
Rib grabs onto her. No!
It's as big as the table that needs to go outside.
Didn't we
Rib
have
point-
this conversation already?
Rib points at Koromon.
I'll throw him outside too.
Rib lays like 2 gold on the counter.
Fine, whatever. It's early in the morning. Just don't let him make a mess. And fix those chairs.
Rib turns away and just starts licking his beer.
Is it a frothy beer?
It is. And she kind of grabs the gold coins off the counter and does the little points to her eyes and then to Rib.
Rib takes his little two fingers and points at his eyes and points back at her.
Oh, yeah.
So. Ow. Sorry about that. What do y'all wish to
So-
do?
So Ilith's gonna pick up her drink and she's gonna look at it and then she's gonna look at Elrod. Elrod, this is coffee.
Yes, it's coffee with a side of vodka. You see what you do is you do half the shot, pour the coffee and the rest of it, and then you. They were sailors. They weren't very creative, but it worked.
Ilith just blinks twice at Elrod. I feel like this is going to be a terrible, terrible mistake. And then she does exactly what she described.
Aye.
Oh my god. From the god's point of view.
Dorian walking down like he owns the damn place. The Empress swiftly puts her, I'm assuming, head underneath the rib and rises him higher so he can stare at the gnome.
Ah, yes. 3-4 feet off the ground.
Yes, that is what I meant.
It's okay, you're a kobold, we understand, it's hard to type. It's those claws.
Now then. Is that,
Yes, the claws.
is that everyone? I think that's everyone.
That is everyone. Oh, I just rolled a net 20 on my dice.
Oof.
I'm just sitting here.
Black coffee serving gnome.
Right away.
So, what's the plan?
I just rolled another net 20.
Well, you see, Elrod, here's the part where we go north to take care of the great evil that you've been so focused.
I can get behind that. He sips his little cup of fruity wine and just nods.
Yeah, since we Rickson are back, we can go and deal with the last of the 6. That's the plan, right? We can leave. Yeah.
Ideally, if there are no more roadblocks, it might actually be ideal to head out now. It'd
Wait.
probably be safer to camp in the woods than to stay here.
Well, I'm perfectly fine going without sleep, but the rest of you lot don't typically stay up past 8:30.
Go to bed precisely at 9 and wake up precisely at 3 in the morning. So this is just an early morning for me.
Wait, so what is it that we're doing? I remember being on Emberwood. And there was. That's where I wanted to go.
Oh,
Right.
We're well past that.
you were out
Elrod
for a long
Elrod
time.
inhales and begins to recount the story. It all started with the necromancer in Cliffsdale, and then we went up north, and then it was the cultist, and
Oh my god.
6 evil sorcerers trying to destroy the world. Take it over. I don't care which.
He just like watches wide-eyed, like
We've taken
nodding
care
but
of
not
them.
understanding anything.
Ayla's just slowly sipping from her drink as Elrod does this.
5 are taken care of. Taliban is good. Elvira is good. The Harrison, he's gone AWOL. The Lich is dead. He just pauses. Orc is dead.
Yes.
Orc is dead. And now we have to deal with Jafar, who's stealing the water up in the northwest.
So
He also
You
made
need to-
inappropriate comments towards my lady, so it's personal too.
He did.
Rex is just
He
sort of
did.
gonna nod slowly and. Okay. Well, I don't really get it still, but I am kind of indebted to you, so I'll go with you since I don't really know where to go now.
We'll get you home afterwards, or wherever you want to go, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know how Emberwood is anymore, or what I have there.
What's
He
that?
just kind of coughs. Short.
What?
Nothing.
Is it-
Nothing, Rex. Oh, nothing.
What's that acrobatics check for, Rib?
Oh, I think he's typing it up.
Okay.
For sniffing.
Snoof, snoof.
For me to poop on.
Yes, you might find Emberwood being a little more orcish than you liked, but the forces of the elves triumphed, nonetheless.
You forgot the part where we kicked ass and chewed on something to, stem the tide of the orcs so that the elves could actually, not die.
Oh, yes. And, leave out the part where we hid in the tower. That was embarrassing.
There was hiding?
Shit, right.
Errol, what are you talking about?
Right. Dragons.
All
Lots
the
of
parts where
dragons.
you almost
Oh,
left
yes.
Dawn to die, and you see Umbra coming down the stairs.
Oh, I remember that part. Let's talk about that one some more.
We didn't leave you. He just massages his brow.
She just walks by and strokes the back of her fingernails along Orod's cheek.
He
It
just
was a
shivers.
star dragon. Let's talk about the star dragon.
Oh yes, and the orc chieftain. He rode on a dragon of stars.
And he disappeared when we killed him.
Terrifying.
It was pretty awesome, though.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Roll a thievery check, Rib. Hey, you get out of here! You gotta pay for my drink.
Rib points at the silver on the counter.
She comes over, you hear her dragging the stool back down to that side of the thing. She clambers up, grabs the mug out of your hand, and starts filling it back up.
Really? Can we put a bell on him or something?
That's not a bad idea. I don't
I've
think I
heard
have any.
worse.
I don't think I have any bills though.
I'll see what I can do.
I wish I had mending. That's that way I could fix all the silly junk that he's been collecting over the years.
Does Bretta have a bell?
Brita might have a bell.
Bretta,
Not
roll
have a bell.
roll a D100 and see if you find a bell.
My God.
Make sure it's shiny.
Note to self, I need to finish the list of random crap that Bretta has in her bags. Sure, you found a bell.
I don't know what the criterion was, but okay.
I'm just going to open the bag.
It's to not roll a
For
1.
a little bit. Take out a little bell. I think this may work.
So who wants to give it to him like it's a present? Elrod lowers his voice and whispers, because Rib is still over at the bar, I think.
Slow down there, little fella. You're gonna get drunk. Rib, you chug that beer like you were a full-grown dragonborn.
He's gonna try to reach across the counter and get a refill.
Dawn, do you want to give it to him?
What, the bell?
Yeah, he seems to like you now.
You got a little collar or something?
I swear I have a patch of ribbon in here somewhere.
You get the beer this time, Rib.
Wait, is that Kobold with you guys?
Oh, yes.
Do I find a bit of ribbon?
Sure.
Yeah, he's here to replace the 30 or so that Elrod lost in the service of our great cause up in Neverwinter.
I think lost might be putting it lightly.
What was I going? Yes, keep it coming. I'm just never enough punishment. Anyway, here. It's just this segment of bright blue ribbon. About long enough to make a necklace or a bracelet out of.
Perfect, and if I had prestidigitation, it wouldn't be a problem, but I'm a sorcerer, for I do not.
We really lack utilities, Bells.
So you guys make a
Let's
little
see.
necklace of ribbon and bell that you're gonna stick on your sneaky kobold.
By the way, Rib takes a look around and just look at the group.
You don't quite hear what they're saying, but they're a lot more hush hush than they were a minute ago.
Okay, he's gonna try to Well, he's been drinking. So he's gonna try to get Fluffy to sink to the ground and slowly sneak over by him.
Alright, roll stealth for Fluffy.
Diplomacy. Whoa.
Oh, diplomacy.
To give him a nice present.
Fluffy attempts to sneak over, and all you hear is her tail smacking against chairs. It's a little tight and confined in here for the giant weasel.
Oh, I think he's caught on to his present.
That's for
We
him
made it
trying to
just for
hold on
him.
to his beer.
He hold on to his beer.
Does he see the bell?
Depends
It's-
how's Dorn holding it.
He's holding out. It's purely it's purely there to challenge your stealth abilities. It'll make you more sneaky in the long run if you can move without jingling the.
Rib's gonna put it on, and he's actually gonna try to move without ringing.
Okay, before you roll stealth or anything, give me 1 second. Bell stealth. Okay. There, that's been adjusted. You can roll now. It's jingling a little bit.
Okay, he's gonna take it back over to the bar.
Jingle, jingle, jingle,
Ding,
jingle,
jingle, jingle, jingle, jingle.
He's gonna take it off and sit on the counter and look at it. And he's gonna wait till they go back to talking and not pay attention.
Oh,
It's
he's
working
taking-
already.
It's working already, thank goodness.
Now we need to get used to a bell.
I'll get used to a bell over finding traps in the basement. High five! High five!
My man.
We saved the day. Shit, we forgot the kobold stubs!
I cannot hear the bell
Damn it.
anymore, no.
Oh god, it's like the kids being quiet. You know they're up.
Literally.
Or he got really good at stealth, or we forgot about him.
He just keeps it on to humor us when we're around. Just takes it off when we're not around.
God.
I mean, if he does wear it and keeps passing very hard stealth checks with it, his penalty might go down and down.
Eventually, it reaches the point where when he takes it off, he gets a modifier that increases his stealth.
So as you guys go back to your talking, all of a sudden there's a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. What are you doing?
He's just gonna sit on the bar for right now until they're completely distracted and forget about him. And he's gonna continue to drink his beer.
Alright.
And when they get distracted, he will make his next move.
So, you got another portal and you're done. Or do you think it's best to not do that?
I mean, if you want to roll the dice.
We're
I
gonna
haven't
have
been
to
there.
Will it have
Portal?
to be another 2 portals then?
You can make portals?
Possibly 3. It depends on if Elrod sneezes or gives him the wrong hair.
I only have so much hair.
Yeah, but the last time you gave me one that was tangled up with another, which caused me to double up on ingredients, which caused us to end up in the Underark. I mean, you wouldn't want that again.
I will comb my hair thoroughly as long as you remain with us, Dawn. Is that better?
I don't know, what else can I negotiate out of this?
He just lifts an eyebrow at you.
He was just casually sipping her drink as this is all going on.
What are you talking about? No, I'm not giving you any more blood or fingernails.
No, I wouldn't ask that of you.
I feel like you're
But-
trying to make a joke. Or is that he
No,
looks
I'm
like he's...
hilarious. It's just like you just haven't.
Sorry,
we
what?
do need to get. Oh, I said. No, I'm hilarious. You just haven't slept. And then he kind of trailed off to. But yeah, we do need to get the little one, not the purple one, the little one, out of here before.
The debt collector comes around, right?
Yes. All of the debt collection.
Hmm.
Sips on coffee.
Wait, what debt collector? I don't have any debts.
Oh, you have debts now.
Oh yes.
Oh! Ah! Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
takes a drink at the same time.
Yep.
Something about, agreeing to do things that you probably shouldn't have. For people that are questionable in their worth. Sip, sip, sip.
Hey now.
You gotten into more trouble. He looks
No,
extremely
no.
worried.
Always.
Oh
Be
yes.
specific. You did. And he kind of takes his hand and he pokes him right in the forehead.
Me?
No, not Elrod. Rix, sorry.
Okay, good.
Put it on my forehead. What do you mean? I just got here, I think.
Not you. Your soul.
What's the difference?
That's a good question. Elrod ponders the nature of the self and the soul for a moment.
I am far too sober to talk about this right now.
Big brain time.
Thonk.
Punk.
He's the one who's only had his soul for a while.
Yes, that's Elrod's face. I love the thinking emoji.
Specifically that variation of it.
Yes.
So what is the yeah, that beats everybody's passive perception, Rib.
Okay. He's going to
shit.
sneak behind
With the
Dorn,
bell?
and he's going to take the bell, and he's going to tie it around Dorn's ankle.
Roll sleight of
Is it-
hand, please. That's with the bell penalty. He's still carrying it.
So that's another stealth check, right?
Sleight of hand, thievery.
Theory.
Yeah, you rolled that with the -5.
Now I know that my perception is higher than that.
Your
Same.
passive perception is, yeah, you feel him touching your leg. Aelith slightly picks up on it. I still have Wallace in the list for some reason.
Elrod doesn't. Elrod doesn't notice.
Elrod doesn't. So
It's funny.
as they're talking, all of a sudden you feel something around your leg, Dorn.
Dorn is going to fire a thin stream of fire into the ground next to his foot and near the cope. And he then sips his coffee.
Pew.
Want you to roll something to get away from that?
No, he missed on purpose.
Hopefully.
What did you do that for, John?
Vermin problems. Can't trust this place. Not quite clean.
It's plenty clean. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Rib's going to back up and sit on the chair next to him all.
Oh, you meant him. Oh. I was about to say, I didn't see any venom.
He's already getting better. And he's gonna pat him on the head.
Me or the kobold?
Kobold, definitely
Okay,
kobold.
good.
Rib's going to ring the bell.
It's 4:30.
Tanok
Yeah, let's just
looks
gonna
looks at the
groan
bell.
and just like face plant against the table.
Oh. Red reaches over and pokes her in the head. Is it working? Do you feel awake and relaxed at the same time?
Regrettably,
Oh.
I feel awake, but I wish I could be asleep.
Oof. Well, that means it's working.
So, you guys have some makeshift plan. Do you all wish to actually rest before you leave town, or are you guys sneaking out of town to rest outside of town?
We need to leave. And
I
I will
rested long enough.
continue to hammer this into the group, who seems to be rather lackadaisical about the severity of what's going on.
Oh no, Elrod's ready to leave. Elrod will also agree.
Aelith
We can
is ready to leave as well.
Yeah.
we can go, but he wants to rest outside the town because everyone's exhausted.
Rix wants to do stuff even though he probably can't walk very far.
Not without a good sleep.
Ding a 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 ding.
Oh, the kobold.
Oh my god.
He took
Rib
off the
super
valve.
fast. Rib super fast.
Tinok gets really excited and runs around him.
Oh my
Nick
god.
starts pawing at the bell.
I still think that this was a super great idea.
Oh yeah, it was.
Fine.
Aelith just raises a thumbs up, like still face planted against the table.
The gnome finally comes over and goes, "Stop ringing that bell!"
Does he get his beer?
No.
Well, then Rev's gonna get on the table and keep ringing the bell until she
Oh my
brings the
God.
beer.
Make it stop!
Rib, please, don't do that. It was meant to be a necklace, not a toy.
Stop that, I'm getting the guards!
Rib.
Rev's gonna stop ringing the bell. He's gonna walk back over the bar. He's gonna get on the counter and just look at it.
What do you
With his
want,
glass
another
empty.
drink?
Yes.
The guards are totally going to be coming if he continues doing this, Elrod. And if they come, well,
Yes, the debt collectors
Think?
might notice. Yes, we should go.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should leave like right now.
I want to go. I want to leave and see the world again. I don't know how much I can go, but I'll try.
Well, let's get going. We should, will the size of our room suffice for your circle, Dawn?
Circle?
Wait, are we teleporting or are we running?
We never really decided. If we teleport, it's a crapshoot, but I think it's only a couple days ride north.
In that case... I suppose we could Oh my god, did you just automate him? Oh my god.
He's got the bell.
He's got the bell!
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. Elrod just looks to all of you. Well, do we want to try to risk another teleportation, or do we want to walk, or run, or ride?
I really would like to not get sucked out of this world again.
Oh, Miss needs a second.
I second this.
Very hyperactive kitty. It just walks behind Nook trying to catch up like a like a parent is just slowly chasing after this hyperactive dog.
Oh my god.
Misty here.
He had to get up for a sec.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. My 5e group explained to me how to do that, and so I've been fucking around with Tanakh.
Oh,
Dark magics.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Because for some reason I have control over Tanakh's token.
Everybody had control over Tanak's token because Rix was technically not here.
Ah, that makes sense.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay, so what did y'all decide?
We gonna walk,
Go walk.
No, the power was taken away.
at least outside of town, and rest up there.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you guys head back upstairs to gather your items and begin your trek
Hang on. Do they have like a stable or something that we can get like a wagon to make
Sure.
travel actually like a little bit easier on us
Yeah.
instead of just walking and?
At 4:30 in the morning?
I mean, pay the extra.
Yeah, there's a place to get wagons and stuff. You just may have to wake somebody up.
Oh, I can handle that.
Ring the gong.
Roll to use firebolt as a incendiary flashbang.
You guys gather your items and head towards the market area where there seems to be a few either early morning or late night stalls, probably just because there is the occasional travelers and the festival going on.
The festival.
Yes, the festival.
Festival.
Festival?
No.
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 Nope.
They got clowns.
No.
They're terrifying.
Oh, okay. No, please. Then no.
No, we can go to
He
any
sounds
other
let down.
festival.
Rib hands him a bat.
Oh yeah, one of the stuff
Oh.
bats.
But, oh,
It's
thank
like a
you.
it's like a autumn Hollows festival if you've ever been to one of those. Kind of spooky, but not. Anyway,
Don't really have lots of spooky festivals in Emberwood.
right.
It's mostly, fancy galas and
As you're walking through the city, you guys take note. There's the occasional vampire-looking clown walking about, spooking some of the late-night carnival goers traveling around the city. You eventually make your way towards the market area and find a stall that belongs to a woodworker who seems to actually be repairing something. It seems to be related to the carnival. And Rip managed to sneak his drink out.
Is he working like out in front of his little shop, or is he inside it?
Yeah, they're all stalls.
Alright, will take a gander at it as they walk. Well, perception?
Sure. Well, I mean, he's working on. You can just walk up to him. He's human, brown hair, kind of stocky build.
Does it appear so captivating that it would, I don't know if Elrod would be the one that would get sidetracked.
He's got a wagon.
A wagon. There we go. Now we're talking. Good morning, sir. Excuse me. Can I bother you a moment?
Sure. What can I do for you?
I noted you have a wagon. Is there a way we could rent it? We're adventurers looking to head northwest in a hurry.
And by rent, you mean you will be bringing it back soon?
Oh, he counts on his fingers. How long would the trip actually be, and how long could it take? Like, you want me to roll something to give an estimate? Maybe
On-
hint or
On
history?
foot, it could take a while.
Well, I'd certainly have it back someday. That's a good point. How much to buy it? I'll buy it.
That's my only wagon, and it's used to get the logs back and forth from the woods. And the woods is quite a ways away. And by woods, he means these little small clearing of trees over here.
He just kind of thinks for a minute. How much money does he appear to be a peasant, or is he like, slightly above, or is he just a normal dude, or does he look like he's an adventurer too?
Looks like he needs his sails to stay alive. He's on the peasantry side.
Would 100 gold cover the losses you'd suffer from needing to get a new wagon and waiting for it?
100 gold?
Yes.
I don't think I've made that much on the year.
Perfect. He's gonna start going for coins.
Sure, but you don't get the logs that are in it.
You can have the logs. Does it have horse?
No. The horse is
Alright.
back at my house.
we have a weasel.
And the horse. Oh, we do have a giant weasel that's like the size of a horse.
Yeah, we got a weasel and we got a Tanuk. We can just attach him to the sled, and we're good to go. I'll
Not the knock.
Are we sure that leaving the wagon under the power of Empress Fluffy is a good idea.
Good point. We'll buy a horse.
Yes.
How much would Elrod know how much a horse costs?
They're expensive.
They are expensive.
How is expensive is expensive, my boy's loaded.
Let me grab my book.
If it's anything under 60,000, I'm good.
Rip offers the guy the bell.
It's a good thing that Elrod's still getting all those money from the mines.
He has been getting mines money. We just haven't been tallying it.
It's because you guys haven't been near a mailbox.
Fair. I'm gonna
Where are
check
the
my
carrier
magic
pigeons?
mail before we leave town.
I mean,
Actually, it gets sent to you via bird, so.
Yeah.
blocks aren't exactly globally linked like in WoW.
You don't
Not
know
yet.
this world.
Not yet.
No, they're not. Where the hell's the equipment page? There it is. A riding horse is 75 gold pieces.
Give you. How healthy is the? I'm assuming it's healthy enough to pull the wagon.
That's a riding horse, though. What about a what's it called? Draft
Oh, like-
horse.
Yeah.
That is the only horse besides Warhorse listed in the book.
All right, so they're both.
So we'll save out 50 gold.
How about 85 gold for the horse too?
I gotta finish this sign here before tomorrow's final day of the festival. And I live all the way across town. You got you there, a giant weasel. I really don't want to sell my horse. I've had her since she was a foal.
That's fine. I'll find another horse. Thank you. Appreciate the wagon. All right, guys.
100 gold.
Wait, I've got an idea.
What?
Oh my God!
Do you have a
Rick.
harness?
Do I have a harness?
Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Umbra, I know you have
Oh
a
my
harness.
God.
I think I know what you're thinking.
Well, you didn't have to tell that to everybody, but yes, I have a harness.
You know me, I'm just so honest and caring. But yeah, hey,
This guy, when
come
Rip
on,
just
Even raised an eyebrow.
when Rip drops this just 300 gold at this guy's feet, he just like his jaw just drops.
I didn't realize you had horses as pets, Umbra.
Yeah, that's what he means. Horses wear harnesses, you know that.
Okay, so
Rib slowly rings the bell.
Rick sticks
as
that
a gesture.
if we attach the harness to Koromon and put him at the front of the wagon,
All right, Cormon, you up for it? Yeah, I'm ready to go. Sounds good to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, God.
More trustworthy than the weasel.
and the weasel can help.
The weasel can help. They can take turns.
Are we
It's a
actually
dog sled. We
going
got,
to ride-
we
Are
got
we
the
actually
weasel,
gonna ride in
Koromon.
a Koromon powered wagon?
The sad,
Coromon powerful.
the sad part is, I think this would just be his average like leg day.
It would definitely
Oh my
not go
God.
as fast as a horse would.
Oh, that's true. Well, we can use we can have him pull the wagon while we find a proper steed to pull it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I'll do it.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright, so you guys, Uber reaches into her bag of holding, pulls out a literal harness, that kind, starts to try to fix it onto Koromon, and it doesn't fit at all. It will not fit.
Elrod blinks asymmetrically at the harness.
I-
Oh. Oh. Neat.
What? It's good for keeping people bound when you're trying to steal their stuff.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
And when you need to get
Alright.
wizards to sleep without casting spells.
And
No, that's
Perfect.
actually. Now I actually believe that.
Rick sticks out a rope from his bag that he remembers that he had a long time ago. Actually,
I please.
Oh my god.
Y'all are far enough away from the carnival to not have that music anymore.
He just holds it out. So
we've
super
just-
naively.
We've
Oh,
just
that
bought out a
image isn't
peasant.
exactly fair, though.
We just
because-
disrupted the economy by dropping our money on a peasant, and we got ourselves a cart.
God. He's gonna fucking buy the entire market.
Oh man,
He's still
Elrod
staring in
donates
disbelief.
10,000 gold to the city, just leaves while they kill each other over.
Oh my god.
So,
We're in the second campaign we're gonna get here for some reason, and that guy's gonna be the fucking god emperor of the.
Well,
No,
I
he
think
just-
there might
he
be
just-
another assassination quest.
Yeah.
he probably just moved up the hit list a little bit. In fact, Berta, you hear one.
Oh my god.
No,
Elrod!
no,
Elrod!
you don't.
What?
Elrod!
What? I'm right next to you. Stop poking me.
Nothing.
You do hear
Okay.
something though, Berta, that asks why you haven't opened her gift yet. You still haven't opened the bag of money. Your 500
Oh yeah,
gold pieces.
Because she was very concerned for her good friend Rex.
And not completely terrified of what she's gotten into. So, you guys eventually find somebody who will sell you a horse.
Mhm.
And get it hitched up to the wagon.
Wait, I thought I just dropped 300 gold on that horse.
Of course.
The guy didn't sell. No, didn't sell you all the horse. He thought it was a gift. He scooped
Out
it
of,
up.
out of
He
the
has
goodness
scooped
of
it
your
up
heart.
and left by this point.
My
Oh,
god.
heck no. Rip turns around, follows him.
Oh
no.
god.
Can I
Is
help
Drift
you?
Troopers now?
Thanks for the money, little guy. Can I help you?
Rip just looks at him and grabs the bag back.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay, bye-bye.
And Rip looks back at him and gives him 50 gold.
Oh, thank you.
He's very confused.
What a confusing creature.
And he gives him a bell.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And he gives him his glass.
Oh, we just made this
Alright.
guy's night.
And then he walks back to the group.
Oh, that penalty is gone since you just gave your bell away. And here I was going to let you get bonuses if you eventually broke the penalty.
Oof.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure someone will come up with something else.
Yup.
So, and you guys eventually begin making your way towards the front gates. There's a pair of guards who are just doing their routine watch, both male with large halberds. And as you guys approach, they kind of lay them across the front. Stop. Nobody is leaving the city at the moment. There's some searches being done about the town.
Rip walks up and asks why.
Don't mind him. Searches, yes. Do elaborate, please.
That is currently on the lookout for a murder suspect. Stands about 3.5 to 4.5 feet tall. Wears boots. Carries a sharp object.
Oh, right.
Now you see them both kind of lean, looking past Elrod.
Well, it's clearly me. He stands there with his 6'1" number.
Rex puts on his thinking face.
Is there...
And then they look down at Rib. I say he's a little small, mate. He's not wearing boots either.
Yes,
Let me have you checked.
I believe it was the sergeant that came through earlier and confirmed that our purple friend wasn't a suspect.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I left my boots back at the hotel.
Oh, so that's where they went.
Rib, you can't wear boots. He just face bombs.
I mean,
How do you know?
not that have been made for him.
Oh, please stop, you two.
If you don't mind, we're asking nobody come in and out of the city until the investigation is over.
Alright.
Can I
Unless you
just leave at another point?
can leave when the investigation is over, unless you have have explicit permission from from Lady Trike, or
But you missed the suspect.
what suspect?
He just left to go to his house.
Is Rib trying to be deceitful? I love it.
You can roll bluff with a rather hefty penalty. So there's been nobody through here all night. Yeah, no, there's been nobody over this way all night, and we're not on the duty to actually go chase them.
I understand, officers. We'll try to adjust our plans. Elrod says within his eye twitching.
So if you either get explicit permission from Lady Trike or the sergeant, we will be happy to let you through.
I see. Well, let's go pay. Is he in the? Is he currently at the watch office or the tent or whatever it was?
He is off at the carnival in the watch tent.
I suppose we should go check with him first. He's gonna make like a little whistling sound and start turning the horse around.
Rib's gonna just keep asking them what are they investigating.
We're investigating a murder,
But why?
because that's our job.
But why?
I'm going to punch you if you don't go away.
I would love to see that.
Insight
Show me how
check.
it's done.
It's like poking WoW NPCs.
Oh my god.
Skyrim.
You actually watch him lift his leg up, and you fully believe he's gonna do it, Rib.
Okay. Slowly walk away.
No, I want to see if you can punt him.
Why?
Maybe he is the suspect after all. Maybe he
I
put
mean,
on
he is
fake.
suspicious.
He put on fake boots and used them as a disguise.
Rib, come along. Stop harassing the gentleman at the gate.
I do like
Man.
dressing up.
He is a dirty
Rip.
kobold. You can't trust them.
Dort!
He has a point.
Please
Oh,
go.
no.
Please go.
Watch your back. There might be
Okay,
a
but
trap.
You're letting the suspect go. I guess I'll just take him with me back into town.
Elrod just reaches out and
What's the
cups his
best-
hand over your mouth. Just piloting the horse away slowly.
So, what do y'all wish to do now?
He's gonna leave a trail of pats behind him as they walk away.
You run out after about 3.
Of bats? Oh, of bats.
He can only carry so many.
Right.
He's gonna tell him not to touch him or he go boom boom.
Okay,
They go-
Elrod. New plan. We're gonna go play in the.
Play in the woods. Right, let's go play in the woods. Do we want to at least try asking the god?
Well, I mean, I could just burn my way through.
Alright, woods it is.
Rib's just gonna say, the lake.
We can't. We can't really play on the lake.
Why don't we just leave by the lake? No
What?
one was over there.
There's no way out by the lake.
Isn't it a waterfall that leads out to the ocean?
We need to head north.
Hmm.
Shouldn't we?
Oh, does he point at the lake where he was? Oh, he points over there.
I assumed he was talking about the lake where Tiamat did the Tiamat thing.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he is
Rib,
talking about that lake.
we're not going towards that lake. Oh.
Rex just meekly asks, shouldn't we get permission?
We're going to go to the woods first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Wait. No, that was in character. I shouldn't have said it like that. Actually, wait. Give me a moment. Is there any roll I could make to discern if they'd have a way of knowing if we just teleported away? Even if we were hidden? Because the city has lots of magical sky muckery going on. Maybe Arcana or something?
Got a direct line to the Empress of the city.
Don't really know what kind of defenses they have around the city. You were able to teleport in undetected.
That's true.
You know that much.
Hey, those are very important notes.
Yeah, especially the one in the middle.
So,
How about this?
How many guards are at the gate?
2.
And I can't distract them while y'all just walk by?
Not in a horse and wagon. Here,
That's
You don't know that.
You underestimate my powers a lot!
I was about to say, why don't we have the kobold attack the guards, like hit him in the leg or so, and then sprint off?
Elred, you're already on the map.
I am?
You're
Oh.
understood.
I thought we needed. I'm tired.
While they're all talking, Rem's gonna walk back over towards the guards.
Okay.
We're riding away from you, just so you know. We're going back towards the carnival.
He's
or the
gonna pick his bats up.
Our,
He's gonna run back with them.
our wagon being pulled by a man in a harness and a giant weasel.
God.
Can you describe the culprit?
We bought a horse.
Y'all got a horse. Does that mean Cormon's not trying to help?
Yeah, Coromon's like, come on, we gotta let that horse rest.
The horse's name is Mr. Ed.
The horse's name is Edwin.
So,
You just call it that.
where are you guys headed?
That's a good question. I know Dorn wants to go to the woods. Well, it couldn't hurt to at least, I've been burned multiple times. I tried to play nice. Let's crumble.
What's Arcana check for, Dorn?
I was just trying to see if I could sense any magic in the air.
The whole magical darkened sky. There's plenty of magic in the air, but you guys are able to teleport in and out undetected. That you know of.
Dawn?
Eventually catches up to you guys.
Alright. Dawn and everyone else. We've had some difficulties with the teleportation. It worked the second time, which was nice. Do we want to risk it, or do we want to try just, I don't know, asking nicely? I don't particularly want to go to the ball and risk complications there, but... And obviously he's saying all this while they're on the road mostly alone. Just kind of galloping along.
I mean, if you want, I can play bad cop and you can play bad cop.
Yes, you'll be the mean cop, and I'll be the cop who's bad at being a cop. Yes, let's do that.
Alright.
You've played this game before, I think.
Yes, a gentleman by the name of Telos taught it to me.
Rem asks,
Yeah.
Can I be a detective?
Oh my god.
Yes, Rib, you can be a detective.
Oh, deputized.
You can be Dawn's deputy.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll go talk to the guardsman first before doing anything else. Unless
Okay.
Dawn wants to sneak off. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna stay through.
The guardsman at the carnival?
Yeah, wherever the sergeant might be found.
Okay. You guys arrived at the carnival to see that it's rather quiet, or at least seems to be more isolated to one portion of the carnival as opposed to everybody kind of wandering about. It is early, before sunrise.
Hmm.
But the thing to take note of is the massive length of rope that is barricading off one particular section of the carnival. As you enter through, it's off to the east. You notice a bronze-scaled dragonborn kind of wandering about the area with a notepad, as well as some human guards following her about, and then you kind of see off to the side there with the crest of the city of Berlistria upon it, a tent that says guards.
If you want to wait in the wagon onto the supplies, I understand, brother.
Yep.
Hides in a bag.
Just don't go in your bag of holding.
No, don't do that.
pretty much.
Suffocation.
So who's actually going to go in?
I'll go in. Who else wants to come with me?
I'm back, sir.
I'll stay by the wagon.
Rib's going.
Oh,
Okay.
boy. Rib, Aelith, and Dorn, you said you wanted to come talk to the guard, right?
I'll walk up with you. I offered to help the guard out, so maybe I can offer those services in exchange for us leaving.
Truth.
Rix will stay by the wagon and inspect Nook to see if he gained any new bruises or anything.
I think that cat's been more well taken care of than you.
Yeah, looks pretty healthy right now, in your absence. So Dorn, Rib, Elrod, and Aelith, you guys make your way into the corner towards the roped-off area where you, one of the guards kind of stops you. Right, this area is currently off limits. We are investigating a particular murder, looking at clues, you know, the usual.
Yeah. Stand down,
course.
officer. We're here. Special investigations. Dorn, speak to your boss. So.
Oh,
You
yes.
got balls off.
Mr.
Oh my
Dawn.
God.
No, yes, the sergeant told us you might be coming, and these fellows are?
They're my backup. And that little guy is my deputy. Ain't that right, little guy?
Yes! As he goes through his legs and starts running towards the scene.
Right. No, wait, please come back here. Don't touch.
It's Rib.
Go on. And he lifts a portion of the rope up so you guys can step on in. You guys find yourselves in a cluster of carnival tents that are relatively empty. The ground has been disturbed quite a bit from the guards and stuff walking around inspecting the area. There's one tent with another set of ropes around it. And peeking inside as you walk by it, there is the corpse of Lady Vendrana, who has now been flipped over onto her back. The clown mask is no longer upon her, nor are the big clown shoes that were placed upon her feet. And you see right in the middle of her throat just this vertical line where something pierced right through her neck.
Rib looks at Dorn. She looks dead.
Excellent observation, deputy. We should start there.
I like this dynamic. Excellent.
You guys eventually, just another tent down, find the guard tent that is sitting there waiting. It's empty except for the sergeant that you guys had talked to earlier in the morning. Ah, Mr. Dorn. I see you came to help as well. Your friend Valsyria has picked up a lot of very useful clues.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Hard work.
She's very capable.
Yes, she is. She thinks she's hot on the trail of the suspect.
Chino, that's excellent news. So this should be wrapped up within the hour.
Well, I wish it went that fast. But probably by midday.
Excellent.
Well, let's see if we can wrap this up within the hour because we gotta go.
Do you now?
Rib looks at the guard, looks at him, and investigates him. How do we know it wasn't you?
Well, as you can see, my boots are clearly large enough to.
Not you, Dorn the guard.
Oh,
No one's
Because
just standing behind him with his head in his hand.
my boots are too big, as your friend said.
Fell right on the back.
How do we know that you didn't plant the footstep?
The size of your boots, according to your other friend who has been helping us investigate, seem to be relatively in the same size as the boots worn by somebody relative to the size of your small friend, the girl.
It's not me. I left my boots at the hotel.
Not you. We've already ruled you out. We said that at the tavern.
How did you know it wasn't me?
Because you don't wear boots.
No, that's because I just told you.
And your friends vouched for you.
I have friends.
if you think it was our friend,
Hello.
why would she
You,
return to the scene of the crime?
I don't see her here.
I thought she was with us.
Nope, she's
Nope.
she's in the wagon.
Oh.
She's hiding in the wagon.
Oh, okay.
She's asleep in the wagon.
Got it. Okay, so I didn't say that.
Okay.
pretending to be asleep, I think. Shit, I'm being I'm being yelled to. Elroy's just going to observe and try not to get us killed while I'm gone.
Okay, let me see what I can do. And you said that the tent was where?
It's just right over there. You can just step up onto the ropes. Try not to touch the body or anything, but feel free to offer your own opinions at what you find.
I'm probably gonna touch a lot of things in there that don't pertain to the body, so don't look at me too.
Alright.
He just got
Rib's
stare
gonna
at him
run
for a second.
Rib's gonna run out of the tent and go to the next tent.
Okay.
It's okay. He was recently spayed.
Yes.
What?
So you guys step back out and make your way over to the tent that you guys passed that was roped off with the corpse within it. And as you approach, the roping around it is just kind of, it's there just more as to deter people from possibly entering, but you can easily lift it up and walk underneath to enter. The inside is as it was the first time you were here, Dorn, very undisturbed, just carnival supplies off in various parts of the corners. The body looks exactly as it was, minus the clown disguises that you put on it. And everything is as it was before. What are you looking for, Rib?
I'm just taking a deep look at the body.
Okay. It is a tall, voluptuous woman with curvy brown hair that is now matted and covered in blood. The robe that she wore, or the dress that she wore, it's this lady right here.
I just need to know where the puncture wound is.
It's in her neck. It is a vertical vertical line about 3 centimeters long. But it's her.
Okay, Rib's gonna give his opinion now. He figured it out.
Okay.
Okay. It looks like she was choking, and someone tried to save her by opening her throat.
Excellent.
Okay, now it's Aelith's turn to face Paul.
Alright.
But just for a second, let's assume that didn't happen, and he's gonna kind of kneel down and start doing.
Doing what you cut out at the very end.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure if you were gonna speak or not, so I just kind of stopped talking.
No, go ahead.
He's gonna kind of kneel down and pick up some of the dirt in his hand and kind of just let it fall through his fingers. He's gonna kind of look around, well, like he's investigating the scene, but he's mainly just, he's been there before. He's kind of putting on a show.
Yeah.
Rib's gonna follow him every step.
My dear Watson.
What's the weapon that Brett used?
It was the spear end of her hoopak. So the base of her weapon.
So it's just a bladed piercing weapon, essentially.
Yes. It's like a... It's treated as a spear for weapon property purposes because it's on the end of a staff, but it is pretty much like a large dagger.
At the scene of the crime, is there a dagger anywhere or a bladed weapon?
No, there's nothing here. It's just all like signage and tent covers and tent flaps and stuff like that. If you start shaking the body and you watch the little wound in the neck kind of gape open for a minute. It doesn't move, nothing happens.
Yep, she's dead.
Is the opening in the wound is around the size of my knife?
I'd say you could probably pass it off. You could definitely pass it off as a knife.
Cool. Okay. So he's going to go back to where he was previously kneeling. He's going to kind of make a circle on the ground. He's going to pierce his thumb a little bit and put some drops of blood in the circle and just kind of go for the motions of doing some magic. What would you want me to roll for that? Would that just be bluff, or would you want me to do arcane? Because he's still going to try to put some flair into it, just not,
So what specifically are you trying to do? If it's magic involved, it's more likely going to be an arcane check, but...
I mean, he's trying to basically use some magics to make it look like he's trying to actually do something to, use magic in order to gain insight of this investment.
So you're just trying to look like you're doing something. Roll
Absolutely.
Roll Arcana and Bluff. Or, yeah, bluff.
Can I roll a bluff to help him? Since I'm his psychic.
You can roll age, as it's just a d20. So, Doran, you begin to flourish up some magic, like looking at a dagger. Oh, roll a thievery check for me to see if you can just pull your dagger out without one of the guards in the area noticing. 'Cause I assume you're like trying to play it off as using your dagger, right?
Maybe a summoning ritual for the nearby area is what I'm going to kind of
You
play it
could,
off.
Okay.
you could whisper to Rib.
Nah. Nope.
So
Nope.
you start to reach for your dagger and kind of think twice about it. There's enough guards walking around, plus Malsira is still in the area, that you decide it's better not to try to push your luck here. And so you begin to make your little flourish of arcane, almost drawing these like intricate little, almost like you're playing off like you're watching some kind of rewind in time scene, kind of like the spell you've done before, but just little arcane shaped figures, little humanoid things. And a few of the guards kind of turn and look at you for a minute, scratching their heads. And then they kind of shrug and look back the other way. Hey, I guess he knows what he's doing. Meanwhile, Ribs next to you going,
Rib's gonna slowly try to take the dagger off of him.
Okay. I know that with what he is doing on top of his passive perception, he's not going to notice you.
Absolutely not.
Notice you pull that dagger off.
You could probably give him a wedgie and he wouldn't notice.
Rib's gonna take the take the dagger and hold on to it and try to hide it.
Okay.
And then he's going to try to look around. He's gonna roll. I'm gonna roll perception.
Okay.
He's just kind of looking for a place to set it.
Okay, so you're kind of slinking around. You've got the dagger hidden against you. I'll let you keep your stealth check there. And you eventually find like a pile of tarps over in one of the corners that you can stash the dagger under.
Okay. He's gonna stash it under. He's gonna walk. He's gonna act like he's act like he's looking through it,
Okay.
and act like he found the dagger.
Alright, roll a bluff check. Okay. So you pull out the dagger and you turn it. What do?
Boss, look here.
You don't get a response or anything. His eyes are kind of glazed over and he appears to be doing things.
You do catch the attention of one of the guards as you're kind of lurking about, and he hears the shuffling of the tarps. He goes, "Oi, where'd you find the dagger?"
Sorry about
Under
that.
the tarps.
Ah, we looked under there.
Apparently not good enough.
Can I see it?
Sure.
Do you walk over and give him the dagger?
I just kind of hold it up in the air so I can look at it.
The dagger that you took off of Doran's hip that has absolutely no blood stains on it at all?
It was cleaned by the tarps.
Brilliant deduction, Watson.
Brilliant.
That dagger looks awfully clean there. I hate to say so, but I don't think that
Ribley.
was there.
Rib looks down and goes, then where did it come from?
You?
Do I look like I carry a dagger?
Yes.
Hey, he pulls out his mace.
He doesn't have the mace anymore.
I don't have any weapon else.
Nope.
I don't even fight.
All he has is bats.
Thank you for your attempt to be useful, but I'm going to have to pass on that dagger.
Why don't we let him decide if there's actually something on it? You can't tell with your regular eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
My friend.
Aye. Fine,
So
let your friend look at it.
So
Walks over, taps door until he pays attention to him.
he about jumps out of his skin and falls over. As going along with the flow of things, of course. But
Yeah.
he kind of stands up, kind of grumbles to himself a little bit. Okay, so I got a vision, but it's weird, and you're probably not going to believe a word I have.
Go on.
Just know that it's what I pulled by looking backwards in time with my inquisitive eyes.
Right, I've heard about that before.
Okay, so you know those little tiny boot marks down there? They were
Right.
attached to the bottom of stilts.
Roll bluff.
If this works, it's brilliant.
I'll let you add 5 because you had a display of arcane in the process to help play up your story.
And with the man on the stilts, he actually had a large downward angle with to swing or to stab with a dagger to get the right angle to pierce her.
Okay.
I have no idea why he put a clown mask and shoes on her, but
Could have been an
it
angry
must
card.
be his. It must have been. It could have possibly been a protest of the carnival and
Right,
the
let me-
facilities that are.
Let me roll this check.
Maybe it's the clown that went bonkers.
Alright, first off, that was pretty clever from your little friend there, but we've ruled out the stilts because there were no extra imprints from where stilts might be in the boot, as well as the fact that who told you there was a clown mask involved?
What if they put the boots on the stuff?
I looked back in time. Remember?
Also, I think he told us in the end.
He did say so in the end. Right, but the shortest pair of stilts here in the carnival isn't going to let somebody into this tent.
I don't know, man. It wasn't a full-size set of stilts.
Right,
Perhaps
well-
taken from outside of the city?
Yeah, so you're telling me they brought stilts from outside the city to murder this one specific noble?
Well, clearly it was premeditated.
So he's either a fool or a genius.
Right, we'll pass your story onto the sergeant.
Like
Yeah,
I
that-
said, it was crazy and weird, and I didn't expect you to believe anything I had to say, but I had to offer you what I.
Or just kind of shrugs.
Yeah, because, y'all got such good leads on it.
Well,
I don't know what the little guy was doing though.
we've picked up a bit of a lead here. We have the tracing of a boot from the interrogation at the tavern that's roughly the same size as the boot prints here, as well as the investigation from your friend displaying that there was a slight drag of a cloak across the ground at portions of the dirt. The stab wound is angled and the blood running down the body is angled that the stab wound came from a downward direction.
Stilts.
That would cause an upward direction. But we do
Wasn't she
appreciate
on
your
her-
help.
On her knees?
She was, but Brenda's still only like 3.5 feet tall.
Small.
And is holding it has to be held like a spear, so she still has to hold it in a way she can actually stab it.
Wait, I thought she stabbed the. I thought the noble was on her back, and the spear was basically driven downward. That's why I
No,
was kind of
she
going.
was on her knees.
Oh. Well, shit! I just screwed us all.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I'll get us out of this.
I'm going to
Oh,
grab
no.
a quick drink of water real quick.
Okay, doke. Bummed I missed some detectiving, but I'll just watch the VOD.
It was, pretty memey. Just like I just was playing it off as just Aelith and Elrod watching this gong show in complete silence.
That's probably the most accurate of depictions of what just transpired.
Yep.
Based mainly on the fact that I guess I was drinking or something, because I didn't quite remember the crime scene and how everything went. I thought the noblewoman was on her back, and then she got stabbed by a spear downward.
Yike.
It's whatever.
Honestly, I don't know if it'd be easier to go to the ball or not. Because if we fuck, the thing is, if we fuck up with the guards, jail. But that's not really a big deal. They're probably like,
They're low CR creatures. We could probably blow our way out, to be honest. But my character's good aligned. He's not going to want to do.
Yeah, Elrod's not going to do that.
Didn't
But-
they say Sergeant or Lady Trike?
I was gonna say, why don't we just go to the lady?
The league won't do it. But if we, oh, never mind.
And yes, they did specify either the head guard or Lady Trike.
Mhm. I mean, the worst that happens there is a lot.
Just, be a little bit more in debt.
Yeah, then you have to see Elrod in a suit.
Rib's gonna throw the dagger on the ground.
Why did you do that?
Because obviously our help's not good enough for you.
I'm just relaying the information we have.
Yeah, us too.
Criticizing.
Right, well, feel free to take your report to the sergeant, and he will, of course, be using that in conjunction with any other info we've picked up. I was just simply passing on other details to see if that would help improve your investigation.
Well, I think we've done all the damage here we can. I think I might have used the wrong components, because that vision of mine was kind of funky. I think we'll get some coffee.
Yes, perhaps some coffee and thinking on it a little more will help.
Right, thank you for your help.
Thank you, officer.
You guys head back over to the guard tent, or...
Wait, so before they come back to the wagon, during this time, I went into the wagon to have a little conversation with Bretta.
Okay,
Um,
let's have a conversation. Brett, are
She
you
here?
here?
Yeah, sorry.
So I sort of, Tanaka is sitting outside and I walk in and I want to say, hey, Bretta,
Hmm.
it was you, wasn't it?
Who?
You.
Who, me?
Me.
You were the one who took care of Tanok.
Oh yeah.
Fake out. Nice.
He's even
Oh, yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's
I
only
beat
you.
him.
Yeah, only you were close enough to him. I remember you always used to play around with him and ruffle him. You must like him now. And well, I don't exactly know how it works, but you were the one who brought me back, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, I feel really bad, man, and you're back now, so everything's good. Tenok is so happy to see you now. He's grown a little bit too.
Yeah, he has, and it must have. I don't know what it took, but it must have taken you a lot to get me back. And Rex shuffles over closer to Bretta and kneels down and give her a big bear hug. And sort of his head over her shoulders. Thank you, Bretta. but I'll never trust you again.
Huh?
Okay.
Just
We're
with
just
the sort
fucking-
of like he's really sincere about saying about his thank you, and he's like with tears in his eyes, but I'm not sure I can forgive you.
We're on a
During the crack,
fucking roller coaster right now.
But
Damn.
during the crack, but she freezes for a second when she heard that. What?
Bad timing. Tanakh will be dead tomorrow.
My God.
Poor Britta. She's never gonna come back to
What?
this city again.
Yikes.
he sort of, after a while, he lets go and hears everyone coming back.
I believe she asked why too.
Hmm?
They asked
Oh,
that-
she asked why?
I think so. Britta?
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I'm don't like getting into these situations, and I don't know. You were the one who dealt the cards, and I put all my faith in you, and I don't know if I can do that again.
Oh, she's going to look through down. Oh, okay. I understand. She's going to let go of the hug and just sit, looking at the card.
But really, truly, thank you for everything. After, of course, the cards.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, you're back at least. If you don't want to trust me again, it's all good. She's going to get closer to the corner of the card. Just stay there.
As he's sort of turning around to get out, he looks back over his shoulder. But we can still be friends. I'm sure Tanakh would be sad if never talked again. And he
Yeah,
leaves.
I would like that.
Time to go suit shopping.
Oh no, we're doing this.
Do we go back to the cart or do we go to the head?
Oh yeah. Or we'll head back to the cart. Yeah.
Wasn't gonna be easy.
Womp womp.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, as this is going on, since we're going back to the cart, Rib's just gonna jump in the cart like nothing happened and just looks at them both. And then grabs his stuffed bat and begins to play with them.
If he's paying attention, he'll see like a bit of dampness under his eyes and just some sad expression.
Rib doesn't know what to do, so he just hands him a bat again.
Another bat. He gives it to Tanakh.
So, you all kind of arrive to the cart to find a bit of a awkward distance between Bretta and Rix.
And a normal distance between Bretta and Rib.
And Bretta looks rather defeated, and Rix looks a little distraught. But you guys are free and not stopped to continue on wherever you wish to go. I'm also still wondering how Rib got up to Dorn's ear to whisper in his ear.
I am pretty impressed by that.
No, he was on. He said he was on the ground doing investigating stuff, so he did while he was down there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I suppose
I'm out
we
of ideas.
Do we want to bother delivering our report to the sergeant?
Nah, probably not.
What time is the ball?
Sticks us out of the car.
The next
Ball?
night.
Not that kind of ball. I
It's the
think-
next
I think-
night.
I think we were all told, but if
Yes.
only Elrod knows. Elrod.
We were there for that. Everyone at the clock tower was told, right?
Yes.
It's tonight, right? Or no?
Yes, technically tonight because it's the final day of the carnival. It's just not for like 12 hours or 18 hours because it's only 5 in the morning.
Alright. Let's just all go rest, I suppose. We have a horse and cart for when we need to leave. We can go visit and be done with it.
Back to the duckling?
The snuggly
Yes.
duckling.
Back to the snuggly duckling.
Oh, when we get back, Rip's gonna get on the table and start practicing his dancing for us.
So you guys make your way back, cart in tow, and kind of park it outside the snuggly duckling. And intern watches Rib scampers on up, jumps on one of the tables. There's a few people within now. And, what kind of dancing do you even try? I don't think you are familiar at all with any sort of ballroom dancing.
No, he's just jumping up and down and waving his arms.
Hey, get off the table!
As long as we're clear what this is.
Oh goodness, I hope we're not expected to dance with people.
You see the gnome like wraps up some paper and starts running over towards the table that Rib is on.
Rip tries to avoid her trying to hit him.
I said,
Don't
get
worry,
down!
Aaron.
Get down!
If we do have to do stuff with people, we'll just go off and do our own thing. In the ball, I mean.
That's a great idea.
I like how Aelith specified.
We'll just hide in a corner. Nobody will talk to us.
Yes, exactly.
We can dance
mean-
if we want to. I'm just kidding. He doesn't say that. To be your friend of mine.
Oh my god.
Sorry, you were saying.
I mean, I love to dance just as much as any fun person does, but that's not my kind of dance.
Nah, me neither. I mean, it's one of those things where I'd love to learn how to dance, but as you can see, my life really hasn't allowed me much time for that.
I mean, I could show you how to do not that kind of dancing, because that kind of dancing is definitely not my area of expertise, but dancing?
Huh. Are we just milling into the, I
Yeah.
said almost a hotel. We're just
The
milling into the
tavern.
tavern as we're chatting.
Yes. So you
You
guys
know,
have
fun.
decided to not stop by the guard tent, went back to the tavern, and start debating doing the gala now.
Yes, I don't think the guard captain's gonna buy that.
You don't know.
Alright.
Hey, you were the one who said to come back. I was just talking to you.
I was just saying that out of character.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, shit. You need to switch your voice up more. Damn it, Jeff.
I'm breaking the tension.
It's fine. You know what? Fine. If we end up going to the ball, you got it. You could show me a few things. That way, I don't have to talk. We don't have to talk to people. We can let Dawn continue being the great detective and talking to all the nobles and. Oh, what am I saying?
Why do you mock me, Elrod?
It's payback for earlier. He just smiles.
Alright, well, it seems y'all are back. Well, can we finally get some fucking sleep?
Please.
Rib is getting drinks for his bats. He still somehow has 3 despite giving Rix 2 of them.
They're just piles of yarn.
He's got tons of them.
Should someone go tell the guard captain what we said before we go to bed? No. In the morning. Guys?
Sorry, I got distracted. What did you say? Like literally, something dragged my attention away. IRL.
It's okay. Do you guys think we should at least tell the captain? Or don't bother? That God didn't seem to be buying.
I don't think they're going to be taking my expert analysis to the sergeant.
Very well. If they
Wait,
ask why, if they ask why you didn't show up, you can just say your detective senses were offended or something. He just waves his hand.
I'll just tell him I was too drunk. Because if somebody does tell him that I mentioned that a stilted man with a dagger did all the damage to that corpse, well, I don't think they'd believe anyway.
All right. I carried you up to your room. He's actually gonna walk over to you and just kind of like lift you, walk a foot there. I tried to carry you to your room. It's not a lie anymore.
Nope, not a lie.
I can't wait till you guys get out of here.
Don't worry, we can't either. Bye. Good night. Goes upstairs.
Yes.
I'll miss you.
So you guys finally, outside of Rib, who's talking to the stuffed bats, you guys make your way up. Ow! You guys make your way back to your rooms. The room that had Elrod, I believe it was. Oh, I have it. Hold on, I do have it.
It was Elrod, Aelith, and somebody. We lost our third elf. Oh no, but we gained Rix, but I don't know who was in our room with us.
You get that.
Where did it go? Did I delete it? Because I wasn't really using it.
Elf party.
Was he there, or was he never there to begin with?
Happy elf noises.
There it is. It was Elrod, Aelith, and Zelzira, who's no longer there.
Oh, he's not here.
Yeah. It's Elrod and Aelith sharing a room. Then it was Rib, Kovan, and Malsira. By the way, you guys,
Just
Still
Rib.
investigating?
Just
She's very.
you guys haven't
Rib.
seen Kovan since you guys got to the city.
Rib just pushed all the beds together and is jumping between them or
But
something.
it was Dorn, Umbra, Bretta, and Tanakh. Tanakh obviously is going to go with Riggs, who was supposed to be with Cormon and Molly. Because he was
like-
just a corpse, but you guys are free to shuffle it up however you wish.
Well, Rex wants to be sort of left alone.
Understandable.
And- With
So
Tanakh.
Cormon and Molly move into Riggs' room.
What?
Cormon and Molly move into Riggs' room. Actually, Rib just moves in with them, and Riggs takes over that room with Tanakh.
It smells like kobold in here.
I got kicked out of my own room.
No, you kept your room. You just had two people move in with you.
Rib locks the door. Actually, he's not even down there. Who cares?
It's Koromon. I don't think locks can contain a man.
Right.
We just have to pay for a door.
And as a future home buyer, let me assure you, those were really freaking expensive.
Oh. Replacing windows.
So, Bretta's stayed downstairs, it looks like. Oh. Did Bretta go upstairs as well?
Yeah.
Elrod was
Okay.
the last you heard of Elrod, assuming Aelith went upstairs with with Elrod and Doran.
Yep.
I think Doran went upstairs with us. He's asking what kind of suit he should buy.
It just sort of like flops down face first onto the bed and muffles to the pillow.
Blue. I think blue. Yes, blue's a good color. I agree.
Yep, I agree. Blue's a great color. Although we
I
gotta
like
get you one
blue.
of those bolo ties.
A bolo. Oh my.
You know what? It might not be a Westport thing. Let's just stick to the traditional bow tie.
Sure.
Let's see if I can find one.
Can you find him a cravat? Elrod in a cravat sounds like something I'd want to see.
A what?
A cravat.
What the heck? A cravat?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Gravant?
Okay, we need to get Elrod a cravat.
I'm scared.
Rib, there's only like 3 other people in the bar, and the gnome is just yelling at you the whole time you're singing to stop.
Rib chunks another gold coin there.
Ow! Please stop! Please, you're being a nuisance. Please go upstairs before I have to call the gods. And of course,
No.
nobody's downstairs to witness
To
this.
censor the rib.
You see her actually start heading towards the front door. Guards! Guards!
Rib's gonna act casual and sit down in his seat and act like he's just drinking his. But just holding a conversation with all the bats, like like everything's normal.
Oh, I am long in bed.
One of the guards enters and has this brief conversation with her, and she details everything going on. He kind of looks past her towards Rib sitting at the table just talking to his bats. Just seems off to me. Doesn't look like he's causing any trouble. Look, we've got bigger things to deal with right now, alright? We think we've got a lead on who it was. We think we know where they might be staying, so... Yeah, you may have some more guards coming by at some point.
Yikes.
But then he's throwing coins at me and he's so mean. Right, he just pats her on the head and walks out.
Oof.
No one looks seriously distressed. She works the late night shift to not have to deal with people, and then she's got Rib. So, Rib, do you eventually go to bed?
Yes. After the guard leaves, though, when she's walking back, he's going to angrily turn all of his bats and have them look at her. While he finishes all the beers, till he goes to bed.
She looks terrified.
Overly socialized gnome.
As he walks to bed, he throws another coin in.
So Rib and his bats eventually go to bed, and you guys finally all eventually drift to sleep at roughly 5:30 in the morning.
Oh my god.
That sounds like Elrod and Aelith just kind of pass out. Dorn,
Yup.
do you have anything to do before Dorn goes to bed? Dawn?
Dawn.
You may have stepped away.
Question: Doran
Yes.
and Umbra are in the same room, right?
No, Uber and Dorn are, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to knock on the door and, hey guys, are you still awake?
I am. Dorn
And
seems
Dorn?
to be teetering between both. I think he's AFK.
Yes, epic. Can I come in?
Of course.
She's going to open the door, close it. Open. Going to take out the bag of gold that she got given by Lady Heads.
Now you have
And-
you have Uber's attention now.
And go near one bed and
Okay.
just pour the whole bag in it.
As you pour out the bag of coins, they go spilling out everywhere. They make plenty of noise, and Uber is just watching with glee. And then you hear this clink clink noise as a dagger falls out of the bag at the very end. And it looks like this.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh,
Oh, Lord, it's a stabby stick.
with mysterious eyes.
Tappy stab.
Yes. The crystals in the base of the hilt seem to pulse slightly, giving off this crimson color that seems to swirl around the twisted blade.
Hey Umbra, if I give you this gold, will you share it with Dorn?
No.
She kind of looks over her shoulder at Dorn.
Because he didn't want the gold that I wanted to give into him for helping Riggs.
Of course, I'd be happy to share it with Dorn.
Didn't?
After all, what's mine is yours, and what's yours is yours.
Wait.
We're not married, don't listen to him.
Oh, and Dorn, she's going to grab the dagger.
You hear from
You
the other
feel
room.
this
You
as-
sound married.
As
No,
you
I'm kidding.
grab the dagger, you feel this little pulse emanate and almost like this presence comes about you. And you can just hear this faint echo of a familiar laughter in the back of your head.
So I just hear laughing because I grabbed the dagger. What else can I listen? Can I hear?
There's
Hey,
nothing else
Doran.
afterwards.
Hey, Doran, you're familiar with this? Since you also have,
Maybe.
Roll an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Your knowledge of pacts and the likes of the warlocky kind detail that it is a pact blade. It is a weapon specially designed to empower those who have made certain contracts and bindings with otherworldly or other planar beings, and can sometimes even be used to keep track of where said person might be.
So, what kind of agreement did you sign into?
Getting things, getting power,
Well,
normal
clearly, because
agreement.
that's a pact blade. That's kind of a physical manifestation of your bindings with your new patron, and a homing beacon, if you will, that tells her our every move.
She's going to
Yikes.
stay silent for a moment. Get close to the bed, like open it, and give a big sign. Ah, ah. Well, I am into this mess right now, so
Wait,
You know-
wait. What pact? Dawn? What the fuck did she get us into?
Funny story, dear. There was, normally these are things that you'd approve of, but there was a bit of a murder and some blood contract work and a witch in a tower. And,
The fuck? This little one murdered somebody?
oh, and cold blood.
I'm impressed.
In cold blood.
I'm quite proud of you. Not about the whole pact thing. I've already bitched at Dawn about that such things, but wow. Well done. How'd it feel?
God, I love Umbra.
She's speechless.
Was it just thrilling as you watched the very life drain from their body? Just knowing that they took their last breath after pissing you off?
Fucking God.
And this is before drinks.
And everyone wondered why Elrond was terrified of Umbra.
I mean-
No.
They really had to piss you off to get you to stab them, though. You're so bubbly and friendly.
Yeah. She's going to stay.
Umbra just has a
Really
slightly
quiet.
sadistic smile on her face. She doesn't
Yeah,
seem
no.
thrilled about it.
No, she does not.
Is it a touchy subject?
It's still fresh. It's still a fresh wound, if you will.
Ah, yes, I remember my first time. Killing, that is. I remember the other first time too, but I don't think now's the time to talk about it.
Aren't you going to count your gold? She's going to try to
Oh, right,
sidetrack the conversation.
the gold, right. It looks like about 500.
Good. I hope Doran sees some of that gold.
Of course. The fact that Uber can just look at a pile of gold and guess the amount.
Probably highly
She
underestimated.
just starts
Honestly,
scooping it back
I'm
into her
not
bag.
surprised.
She just starts
Seems
scooping
fitting.
it back into the bag.
I
I'll
still
let you
don't
two
know how you do
talk.
that.
Well, Dawn, when you've handled as much money as I have, and you've stashed it away, you learn to eyeball things and see if it's worth your while. A bag with 500 gold coins, she holds it up and jingles it, is quite noticeable. Nobody really carries this amount, but, sometimes the passing carts or trade cart or, noble traveling across lands.
Passing Elrod.
Well,
Bretta's going to blink a couple times. Is she always like this? She's going to whisper to Dorn.
At all times.
How do you have 60,000 gold then? Oh my god.
2.5 years of adventuring.
Where do you keep it?
I'm more
Bags
impressed
of
that he
holding.
actually has all of it on himself at one time.
Bags of holding.
Bags of holding and gemstones.
Yep. And you get it converted into like platinum and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So are you just going to grab the dagger, wave the dagger. So you just take this, point at someone, and there. I don't know if I do something with it. Should I stab someone? No. Just going to start mumbling.
Well, if you take that in and you put it in someone else, you make bad people go away.
Dorn.
I'm just adding my keen insight to how you use that thing. I'm a little out of my element. I prefer which I think that might actually be able to allow you to channel something similar. It's all about drawing on your patron's essence in order to do something. In my case, I open up small little portals which project fire from the fourth.
Oh, so you don't actually throw fire at people?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's a neat trick. Maybe I can shoot fire too now. Wait, can you say if I could shoot fire? She's going to hand the dagger to Dorn.
Well, me handling this isn't really gonna do much. Actually, it might even hurt me. So let's keep that in your hand.
Oh, okay. She's going to retract her hand slowly.
Well, let's try this. I want you to focus your how am I gonna explain this to you?
Just roll an
Direct
Arcana
your-
check.
Direct your attention to the dagger. Point the dagger at something, and visualize your energy coming out of the tip of the dagger and at your because that's the only way I can think to describe Eldritch Blast.
She doesn't even have that.
Well, shit.
Not Uber, Bretta. As you're continuing to hold the dagger, you get the occasional whispers of various phrases. One of them says, dance. One of them says, glamour. And the final phrase says, sacrifice. Use these.
3 words: dance, sacrifice, and glamour.
Well, we're gonna avoid the second.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Let's see the dance. It's just going to try to focus on that word.
So, Bretta, you grip the dagger tightly and you kind of point it out, and you whisper the words dance, and as she says it, it comes across in a different tongue. Door, not one that you recognize. It's not fiendish or whatever. What's it called? Infernal. It seems more ancient than that. And Bretta, you kind of startle yourself as you say the words, but the word dance comes out in a strange language. And you suddenly feel you suddenly feel invigorated. Like you could move faster. You feel more acrobatic. In fact, if you were to move off the bed, you would actually move 10 feet at a time instead of just your normal movement. Basically, your speed is doubled.
It's a rather
Whoa,
hasty spell.
You
I feel
gain
really.
a bonus to your speed equal to your dexterity modifier. As well as
Dance those dainty feet.
so roughly double.
I feel really energetic. Just going to go off the bed. Just start jumping.
She just seems to be moving about really quick.
Oh,
My
this is actually nice.
Unnaturally quick.
How many cups of coffee did you have again?
She's still jumping the. I don't think I had any coffee today. Boing, 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 boing.
And it should be noted though when she's bouncing, she's not just bouncing like a couple feet like she normally is. She's bouncing like a good 6-7 feet off the ground.
Dorn's gonna go towards the door and make sure that it's locked.
He's gonna hear Fluffy coming out the hallway and running down the hallway.
Oh, this is actually pretty nice.
Yep, that's real nice. Let's
Make her stop. It's making me sick.
making me a little ill as well. Let's tone it back just a smidgen.
That must be the
Oh,
nice
okay.
thing she gets. Isn't that right, Dorn? They always get one nice thing.
Oh, what are you talking about? I got you.
No.
Oh,
She's going to just make a last jump and jump over the bed over Dorn.
So while Brett is bouncing around, Rix, what are you up to?
I was just Gabarichan delousing to knock and just mainly taking care of my room. I was trying to see. I think most of my powers were the same.
Yeah, they are. I've added. I think I replaced. You didn't really lose anything. You gained one, I think.
I
Or you
gained
started-
5 range.
You gained a couple because your original character build had less powers than everybody else because you and Brett were initially learning, and it was overwhelming. So you gained a few powers.
Yeah,
But
well,
nothing
trying
over the
to-
top.
trying to get connected back to Nock again.
Alright, so you're just kind of using your natural abilities to get reacquainted with Tanaka, who attaches to you rather easily,
Smell his fur a little bit and look into his eyes.
having missed you very, very much.
But I can trust you, right? He says so solemnly.
He just licks Rix across the face.
I can, yeah, I can.
And Rib, you Fluffy comes back eventually with a note, a return note attached to her that just has an angry face drawn on it. But you eventually fall asleep under your bed with your bats. And Bretta and Dorn and Umber eventually all fall asleep.
Oh, and Rix actually starts reading the books that he kept in his pack but hasn't had time to read.
Okay. And Riggs, because he's pretty much slept for like 3 weeks, is not falling asleep at all.
Nope, he's just staying the night and reading a good old bedtime story.
hey.
Oh, hi, Mark.
You guys all eventually awaken. It's roughly noon. And you actually awaken to the sounds of some commotion downstairs.
Oh,
A bit of a small scuffle. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I've been at the tavern the whole time.
Told you it was the gnome.
It was the one-legged man.
Alright, sits up. Is Aleph, are you awoken by this scuffle?
Aelith, like, rolls out of bed disturbed by the sound, and that wakes her up.
Alright,
Like, she, like, groans and she rolls over, and just slams onto the ground, and then just jumps up. Huh? What? I'm up.
smooth. You woke yourself up. Sounds like there's a scuffle downstairs. Meh.
When Rip hears
He lays back down in bed.
when Rip hears the sound, he's gonna run downstairs.
Alright, Rib goes sprinting downstairs. Is anybody else getting up to investigate?
Aelith's gonna just sort of, like,
Sleepily, yes.
yeah, Aelith's gonna go downstairs sleepily.
Okay,
If you're
Aelith-
going, I guess I have to go.
Alright.
Rix is
Bretta?
already.
Come on, you must be at least curious, Elrod.
Yes, but no.
Rix and Bretta.
Oh, I'm going down too.
Rix is already awake, but he waits until he hears the footsteps of everyone else going down and saying,
Okay, so pretty much everybody's going downstairs.
Yeah, there's enough of a
Excellent.
scuffle. We gotta hear something.
but he's staying sort of like at the top of
Oh,
the
what's
stairs.
that? Yeah.
You hear Uber slam the door behind door. So as you guys head downstairs, you see a small platoon of guards, like 5 or 6, and they seem to be holding in their arms a rather feisty halfling male, brown hair, kind of a bulbous nose, has a couple of daggers on his hip,
Oh,
but
good job, Masira.
he's just somewhat like more of a peasant folk, and Malsera kind of stands before him. And with some fight, he's putting up the fight. She's actually holding his feet, trying to inspect his boots. I don't know, they're kind of close in size, but take him. I think we should take him for holding so we can further investigate.
Rib's gonna run up and look at the boots too.
Oh, Rib, hello.
That's why, hello, Rib.
He kind of ruffles the top of his head.
Rib just kind of looks up.
I hate to do this, Rib, but I'm looking for somebody. She kind of turns around to look at the group.
Yes.
Now, I've been with y'all for a little while, and I have the utmost faith in you all. But, unfortunately, and she kind of pauses to look about for a minute, looking for Bretta. One of you matches the various clues that we have, and I would like to have you come in for questioning. I'm asking politely to start.
As Brenda came down the stairs yet?
She came down with
Yeah.
everybody else.
Okay. Why?
I just explained why.
Oh, but why?
Oh, I'm not doing this right now, Rib.
But we already talked to people. I think they did. I don't know.
She wants
Rib
to be
just-
bro.
Rib just turns around and walks back to the group.
No, so
Looks
kind
up
of.
where it goes. She wants to talk to y'all.
She was an NPC. I let you play.
She kind of squats down, and you actually see that there's another pair of guards by the door holding another halfling who's being a lot more cooperative than the one putting up a fight. This other halfling is female. And then there's the gnome barkeep, and one dwarf.
The gnome barkeep's part of the group.
Yes.
Serving gnome. Do you want me to keep an eye on the alcohol while you're?
I have.
Do it! I've been
Oh
here!
my god. I have an idea.
No, noticing,
Elrod.
Oh,
noticing
no.
that she's being arrested, Rib goes behind the counter and acts like he's the bartender.
Put on a damn tie.
Rib grabs some ribbon and like folds it around him, makes all bow ties.
As Rib is causing a scene, Elrod will make use of the, the eyes floating towards the kobold, making, being kobold. And he's just going to kind of float towards the back of the group. Hey, Bretta,
Yeah?
it might be best to comply with these men. Go put on your shoes, the ones you wore that night. He looks down at you and makes a face. He's implying you should go put
Oh.
on different shoes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Best to be honest, of course.
100%.
Miss Bretta, are you over there? It's hard to see around your friends sometimes. I don't mean any offense.
Yeah, don't worry. Give me a moment. Let me get my things.
Are you trying to say that Bretta? Wait, hold on. You're not insulting Bretta. You're insulting me. Are you trying to say that I'm fat?
No, Dorn, you know what I mean. She is small in stature, and you guys are all quite tall, except for Rib, of course. Rib, you make a lovely barkeeper.
While he fills his drink, looks over like, yes?
Please, Miss Brennan, grab your things and please bring your shoes. I know that's an odd request because we're leaving, but please bring your shoes.
Why would you want my shoes? Okay,
Just-
give me a moment.
Okay.
Let me check. Get my things.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Oh,
Don't
Going
wear
to
your
my-
real shoes.
Fortnite
going to
plans?
my room,
Okay.
closing the door, making sure nobody can.
Nobody's in there.
Okay.
Your room or the room
Uh.
that you shared with Dornan?
The room I share with.
Because you're in the same
Dornan
room
and
with Umbra.
Yeah, we're in the same room. Yeah.
Oh. Stop closing the door. I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a moment. Do I have other shoes?
What about
She's going to
shoes?
look for other shoes.
Umbras are
This is
sitting
going
at the
to
end of her
sound-
bed.
This is going to sound weird, but do you have shoes my size somewhere there?
No, but my shoes are magic. They'll conform to your feet. Her shoes actually
How?
have a pointed, because magic items actually will adapt to the size of the person that's wearing them. The shoes
How
that
much? Sorry. Go
the
ahead,
shoes that Umbra, so you're aware, the shoes Umbra has are dark black, and they actually have more of a pointed toe at the end instead of a rounded toe like your current boots.
I mean, you just made very good friends with Umbra. I'm sure she let you
Yeah.
buy her magic shoes.
Can you?
Girls are real particular about that.
This is going to sound really weird, but can you lend me your shoes?
Go ahead.
That was easy.
Just leave me alone. Let me sleep till it's time to go.
Oh, thank you. Just going to give her a quick hug
Ah,
and grab the shoes. Oops, sorry. I give hugs to everyone. I think you were the only left.
I only hug
Just
certain
going to-
people. And you're not
Oh,
that kind
okay,
of person with me right now, so go.
Okay, just
She
going
hugs-
to.
She hugs Dorn. She hugs
With
Elrod to make
Umbra's
him
shoes.
uncomfortable.
She hugs Aelith.
She hugs Aelith to make Elrod uncomfortable. She hugs Elvira to make Elrod
She actually hugs
uncomfortable.
everybody. She's just tired.
Yep.
So
Just going to put the boots on. Going to put
Okay.
the other ones.
it takes a minute, but eventually you feel the magic in the boots kind of shift, and they conform down to your feet. And it is written in the player's handbook that this happens. So before anybody tries to get smart about it,
No, you're right.
then you head back downstairs where Belsier is waiting. Yes. Are you ready to go?
Oh
Excellent.
yeah, I'm
If you don't
ready.
mind
Let's go.
Following us, we will head out for a brief conversation at the tent in the carnival. And should we have no further questions or investigations of you, we will let you go after a brief questionnaire and some inspections.
Yeah, well, guys, we'll see you in a couple. How much is going to take? Like 30 minutes? 1 hour? Oh well, we'll see you guys in a minute.
Don't take too long. You'll miss the dance.
This
festival.
isn't like the night.
You said it's the morning.
It's noon.
Oh.
It is noon, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 8 hours.
Yeah.
We have to go to the dance? I hate dancing. You don't
We've
want
been-
me just.
Here I thought she was one of the fun.